Why do governments crack down during inflation-driven social unrest? Imagine a community where prices keep climbing, and people struggle just to buy bread or pay rent. When inflation hits hard, it can spark big protests and unrest. Governments often respond with force, but why? Well, rising prices hit everyone, especially those with low or middle incomes. They find it harder to afford essentials like food, fuel, and housing. This economic squeeze makes people angry and frustrated, and those feelings can turn into protests or strikes. Governments see social unrest as a threat to their control and stability. When many people demand relief or protest economic unfairness, it can shake the authority of those in power. To keep things from spiraling out of control, governments sometimes use police or military force to stop protests. They may arrest leaders, restrict gatherings, or even use tear gas and water cannons. This is meant to restore order quickly and prevent chaos from spreading further. Inflation-driven unrest often involves workers, unions, and groups demanding better wages or measures to control prices. If governments do not have enough social safety nets or resources to help, tensions grow even more. When peaceful protests turn violent or threaten the government's authority, authorities may see repression as the only option. They might use force to suppress dissent and maintain what they see as public order. Historically, inflation has caused political instability. When inflation gets out of control, it can lead to riots or rebellions. For example, during hyperinflation in some countries, people have taken to the streets to fight against economic hardship and government policies. Governments crack down to prevent these situations from escalating into larger crises or even regime changes. They worry that unrest can disrupt essential services, supply chains, and economic recovery efforts. To manage inflation and unrest, governments often try to tighten monetary policies, like raising interest rates or cutting spending. But these steps can make economic pain worse in the short term, which might fuel even more protests. So, their response is a balancing act, trying to control inflation while preventing chaos. In the end, the crackdown is about protecting their authority and trying to keep society stable during tough economic times.